Hi, I am Dr. Anita Shishir Thagamwar, Principal, Columbia College of Nursing and practicing psychologist. Right now, I am here to say about how to keep mental health, how to manage mental health during this pandemic, as there is a lots of advice being offered right now about how to keep ourselves physically healthy during this pandemic, like washing hands, practicing social distancing, wearing mask and all. But managing mental health during this time is just as vital to our overall well-being. So, while it is happening, take steps to address our physiological well-being as well. If we are not proactive about taking care of our mind and emotions during this time, we may notice a decline in mental health. In this, I want to say about stress. Yes, fear of catching the virus and worrying about how ourselves going to pay the bill are just of the stresses of the situation that can make it difficult to function. We may have to deal with a variety of practical problems from figuring out childcare issues to determining how to keep our small business afloat, and we are also likely dealing with a lot of uncertainty. There are many unknowns about the virus. Our day to day life may be changing rapidly as regulations and recommendations continues to roll out regarding social contact and distancing. Like, so what happened? Disrupted routines. Yes, many people are working from home while also having their children at home right now, and most social gatherings and events have been cancelled, although laws vary a bit by city and state. No matter where we live, what's our routine has like been disrupted in some way. Having less structure, a changing schedule, and complete uncertainty about how long this will last can take a toll on our mental health. Now, cabin fever. Yes, staying inside for extended period of time can cause we to feel a bit restless. For some people, it causes anxiety. For others, staying indoor causes boredom. If left unaddressed, these emotions can lead to a decline in mental health. Lack of social context, it also causes we feel separated from family members and co-workers. Others live alone and aren't also be able to see anyone face to face. But while some may be able to use social media, phone calls, and video chats to stay connected, not everyone has people they can reach out to in this way. And since social interaction is vital for good mental health, less contact can lead to feeling of depression and anxiety. Reduce physically active or physical activity. Whether we normally walk a half mile to get on the train, or we have a job that involves a fair amount of physical labor, there is a good chance our current work situation may not require us to move as much as usually do. Many gyms have closed either voluntarily or due to local regulations in an effort to support social distancing. So there may be fewer opportunity to work out, which may have been one of our most accessible coping skill. Warning signs. If we previously had depression, anxiety or another mental illness, or symptoms may intensify during stressful time, and even we or yes, even we may having mental health problems, or mental health was good prior to the pandemic, we may notice new symptoms emerging. It's important to remember that people aren't either mentally healthy or mentally ill. Mental health is a continuum, and at any given moment, we might find ourselves shifting up or down the continuum based on what's going on around us. Here are some warning signs that might indicate a decline in our mental health. Changing in moods. We might feel like a bit of an emotional roller coaster right now, whether you are more irritable or we are more irritable, sad or anxious than usual. These, these emotions should be expected. However, bigger shifts in our moods might be the sign of something more serious if we are struggling to manage our emotions, or if our emotions are making it difficult to function. It can be a sign that we may need to address our mental health. Next one is changes in sleep habits. Stress can also interfere with sleep. We might find our we are not able to fall asleep, or that you wake up repeatedly throughout the night. On the flip side, you might find you are sleeping too much. Maybe you nap throughout the day and have trouble walking in the morning despite a full night rest. Getting too much or too little sleep are both signs of mental illness, but these issues can also be the cause of a negative impact on your psychological well-being. So, both issues may need to be addressed simultaneously. Next one is changing or changes in appetite or weight. Stress can cause some people to eat too much, others lose their appetites altogether. If you are experiencing a major changes in appetite or weight, it could be a sign of your distress is too high. Next one is difficulty in functioning. Uh, we might find more difficulties for during the concentrating something, staying on task, and being proactive or productive. And while the changes in our routine may make these things more difficult, poor mental health can also be a factor. If you are having a trouble taking care of your daily needs, taking a shower, doing household chores, or caring for your kids, it might be a sign that you may need to take seriously or serious step to improve our or your physical well-being. Now, next is get physically active factor. Next factor is get physically active. Yes, researcher clearly shows or in research clearly shows that physical activity is a vital component of good mental health. consider how you can still get exercise right now and incorporate it into your daily routine. You can find plenty of at home workouts program that will help you stay active. There are many free apps, videos, and fitness communities that can help us to exercise if we don't have any equipments. Depending on where we live, yes, it is a big cause कि हम कहाँ रहते हैं, as well as on the current laws and recommendations in your area or our area. You may be able to get outside to exercise as well if it's safe to do so. Go for a walk, hike through the wood, or run on some trails. But you don't need a lot of space to exercise. If you don't have it, you can still work out from your living room or bedroom while little or no equipment at all. Schedule time to worry. This is the main factors which helps to recover our health or keep our mental health fit. What we do, we have to schedule time to worry. Yes, it may sound counterintuitive, so schedule time for worry. After all, you may think you are already worrying too much about the state of affairs, but research shows that scheduling time to worry can be an effective way to contain it to a limited time period rather than worry all day long. You might find you can contain anxious thoughts to only 15 minutes. Here is how it works. Schedule a worrying time. Pick a 15 minutes time frame to sit and worry. Worry during your worrying time. Write in a journal. Talk to someone about it, or just think about all the things you have to worry about. Stop worrying when your time is up. When your time ends, get up and do an activity that distracts you from those worries. Is it? Defer worrisome thoughts to your worrying time. When you find yourself worrying outside of your scheduled time, remind yourself it is not time yet and that you will worry about later. Researchers have found that people who consistently practice this technique are able to reduce overall anxiety. Additionally, they are able to focus more and stay on task better throughout the rest day. So, we have to practice or we have to make a schedule time to worry. Next one is maintain social connection. As we all know, सबको ये पता है कि हमको social distancing बना करके रखना है. Now, keep the big picture in mind. This is another factor. How to cope up or how to manage our mental health. Although things may feel really stressful right now, the pandemic won't last forever. So, try to keep the big picture in mind. Someday, we will likely be recounting what we did during the pandemic. Maybe you all be telling the story of how you survived social distancing or how you managed to get through this time financially. But at some point, restriction will end, and many of the issues we are stressing about right now won't be problem anymore. Keeping this in mind will help us to keep things in perspective. Yes, so this is all about how to keep or how to manage our mental health during this pandemic, और इन सभी बातों का ध्यान में रख करके अपने आप को कैसे इस समय से कोप अप कर सकते हैं, अपनी हेल्थ को कैसे मैनेज करके रख सकते हैं. इट इज़ लाइक वी आर फेसिंग दिस सिंस 3 months. लाइक मार्च में शुरू हुआ था, मार्च, अप्रैल, मई, जून इज़ गोइंग ऑन. सो स्टिल लॉट्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम इज़ देयर. हम बाहर नहीं जा पा रहे हैं, दूसरे स्टेट में नहीं जा पा रहे हैं, बहुत सारा है. बट यस, विल कीप बिग पिक्चर इन आवर माइंड कि ये समय हमेशा नहीं रहने वाला है और सब कुछ बदलेगा और सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. और हमेशा हम अपने आप को ये कहते हुए अपने मूड को, अपनी डिप्रेशन को, अपने एंजाइटी को, अपने मेंटल हेल्थ को, सब चीज़ों को एनी हाउ सवेरे उठ के एक ग्रैटिट्यूड प्रेजेंट करना है भगवान के सामने कि आज का दिन उन्होंने हमें दिखाया है. अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए हमें ग्रैटिट्यूड देना है कि उन्होंने हम ये दिन सब देख रहे हैं और सब कुछ अच्छा जा रहा है और वो हमारे साथ में है, हमारी फैमिली हमारे साथ में है. और हमें अपना एटीट्यूड जो है वो बहुत मैटर करता है. तो एटीट्यूड हमें हमेशा पॉजिटिव रखना है. और मैं अभी एक चीज़ और इसमें जोड़ना चाहूँगी, वो ये है कि आई एम कैरियर काउंसलर ऑल्सो. इफ़ एनीबडी वांट्स टू टेक सजेशन, क्योंकि इस समय में सब लोगों को क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, कैसे अपने लाइफ में आगे जाना है, कैसा समय होगा, इन सभी चीज़ों को देख करके बहुत सारे नए कैरियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आए हैं. और कहाँ हमेशा तो नहीं कह सकते क्योंकि समय पता नहीं होता कब क्या हो. तो किन चीज़ों को हमें अपने आप को अपडेट करते रहना चाहिए, किन चीज़ों से, इट इज़ मैंडेटरी टू नो. तो एनीवन कैन कांटेक्ट मी एट सवेरे से 9 बजे से 5 बजे तक वो मुझे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. इफ़ एनीबडी नीड्स एनी काउंसलिंग अबाउट द एनी कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, लाइक फैमिली प्रॉब्लम है, मैरिज प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, लाइक कहीं एंजाइटी है, डिप्रेशन है, और इफ़ एनीबडी वांट्स टू डू साइकोमेट्रिक असेसमेंट एंड ऑल, तो आई एम डूइंग. और लाइक एटीट्यूड, एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट, everything I am doing. So if anybody wants to take any suggestion for anything, please contact me. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. और ये सारा चीज़ जो भी है, प्लीज़ आप इन बातों को अपने ध्यान में रखें और आगे चलें. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.